Welcome to Amsterdam and welcome to IBC. And we will focus on Tivo OS. And I have visited the Tivo booth for a deeper dive into what is going on in this area right now.
My name is Vikram Felix. I am based in Copenhagen, Denmark, and work for Xperi. Let me tell you a little bit about Xperi. Xperi is a bunch of different brands, frankly. So we have the Tivo brand, which comes from the US, and it is a brand that has resonated there in terms of DVR-based technology. But we've grown from there into Tivo IPTV in the US and Latin America, and we're launching that here in Europe this year. So we're really excited about that. The other brand is the DTS brand. You may have heard of Dolby, but we are DTS. And we're proud of our technologies around codecs, around hi-fi, and we're working with a lot of partners around the world, including in Denmark. But here I'm about to talk to you about our Tivo OS, which is a new smart TV OS that is launching in Europe this year with Vestel, one of our OEM partners, and also next year with Sharp. We'll be targeting several countries in Central Europe, so this is Germany, France, Spain, Italy, the UK, and Poland next year. And we hope to be in the Scandinavians soon afterwards. So we're looking forward to that. I'll be really excited when that happens. So let me tell you a little bit about Tivo OS and why we're different and why we think we're unique in the market. So first of all, it's a very content-centric UI, as you can see. So here, what we have is the home page, and as you can see, all the tiles are laid out, very easy to see. And as you see this content, you'll be able to see where and which SVOD app the content is available from. So I'm just scrolling across, and right now you can see a lot of titles from Disney, but this sort of changes to Prime Video as well. And if I click on it, I could watch it on Prime. I could also watch it somewhere else, right? I'm not currently subscribed to Chili, so it sort of just tells me that it's not enabled in my apps. All right. So that's our home, where we have all the content laid out. And of course, we have several apps, the tier ones, the Netflix, Prime, YouTube. But we also are onboarding a lot of our partners, our local hero apps, as we like to call them. The local content is very popular and important to have. So those are there too as well, and we're always onboarding new content partners. We're excited about that. So that was a bit about the content, and it's content-centric. So you can find content anywhere and click it, and it goes straight into the content without having to open the app. And that's a great convenience to have. But furthermore, we give control, and we put that control in the hands of the users, which is, I want to control what I see, and I want to control what sort of recommendations I see. So if you go to your Manage Apps section, you can turn on and off recommendations from those particular content providers, which I think is really powerful to have. And also, even if you do turn them off, you could search for content on those apps, and we'll show it to you. So it's a great way of getting the content that you want and discovering it, right? Having it pushed towards you. All right. The final thing that I think I'd like to leave you with, which we're also really excited about, is our voice search. Tivo Voice has been hugely successful in the US in our IPTV platform, and we've built on all those years of experience. We have our own natural language learning platform, and it's what powers our voice search here in Tivo. So for example, if I used my remote here to search for content, I could do one of several things. I could say animation movies by Tom Hanks. Animation movie by Tom Hanks. And great, it gives me a bunch of animation movies by Tom Hanks. But I could continue the conversation and say, only in the 1990s. So now it further filters that search into animation movies by Tom Hanks in the 1990s, right? So you can continue that conversation because we detect that the query is still to continue. Another cool thing that we do is searching by catchphrase, which is, suppose you can't remember the name of your film. You don't know what it is, but you remember a catchphrase that's stuck in your mind. And you say something like, "Show me the money." And it takes you to Jerry Maguire, because that's a unique catchphrase from the movie. So you can't remember the movie's name, but you remember the catchphrase, and it takes you straight to the movie. So there are different catchphrases that we use, that we track, and it's an exciting and fun way to search content and find what you want on this platform.
Thank you, Vikram, for this comprehensive demo.
Thank you very much.
One thing we're going to test here in the last minute is what happens if we ask for some Danish content. And I'm going to try to say Danish movies. It is important to say here that the search times you see is live. We are not boosting the search times up in the post-production. So what you see here is actually what we say to the system in the microphone directly on the IBC show floor with all the noise and all the hassle that's around this. And then it comes up with the content. Last, let me check what happens if I say Nikolaj Coster-Waldau. Okay, also great stuff coming up. Again, thanks to Xperi and thanks to Vikram for his demo, and have a nice IBC.